All right, everybody. Welcome to Granblue Radio. This is episode 367. This is in the middle of a bunch of reruns. So, step one is that we have the Falsetto and the Autumn Gray rerun, and this one is a very well-liked event, and so I'm glad that it's back. And speaking of a well-liked event, the character that people were hoping would come the first time around is here. So, let's talk Sui. Um, so the first thing that I noticed about her has nothing to do with anything else. It's just funny, where because she has the biwa, she raises tuned.
Yep.
She has nothing else that interacts with this. So
It's
it
okay.
basically,
Robertine exists.
yeah, exactly. It's like it's there for synergy with other things. Eventually, we'll have an entire team of dancers and stuff like that, right? Because we now have two official foxes in light. So we're gonna get more foxes in light, and they're gonna raise tuned, right? Clearly, because Ko definitely raises tuned, right, DJ? Right?
Wait, Ghost Light.
No, he's not. Yo is also definitely does not raise tuned.
Yo doesn't know how to do music. She doesn't even have harp.
Yeah, she just knows how to punch. Um, but yeah, so this is a character who cares about not level, turn 10 onward, right? And
Yeah, there's a lot of characters that do that too.
yeah, I've seen comparisons to between her and like Uni, for example, as just uh doing a lot of support things, but also taking a while to get to like full power. So,
Yeah,
um, her skill one here, the thing that you want to get to is turn 10 where everybody gets 50 meter. That's really good when you can just
every
press
time it's
that button.
casted,
hmm
and also it gets cheated in cooldowns with Scarlet Rope.
And Scarlet Rope is one of those things that has two characters with it on, so it's a two-turn cut whenever she CAs and the person after her CAs, which is pretty easy to do with cascading strings when so that loops around a lot.
Yeah, it's really strong, and that's why they limit it to turn 10 words onwards.
hmm Here's Autumn's Watery Reflection. This is the way of doing two-turn debuff cut in light, uh, and it gives her healing cap up as well, along
Yep,
with
plus
the heal.
70%.
hmm So once it has 30%, how much does it heal for? It's like 13.
Its base cap is 22,000,
Okay, space cap is 2,000, so it goes up to 26. Got it.
and she has 3 heal nodes and 2 charge bar nodes actually in her
Oh,
abilities.
okay. That's actually really good. And then after turn 10, she gets Dispel Cancel. That part is less important. A lot of the time, the most important turns to have your buffs are the early ones where you're in the most trouble. Like, once you're actually rolling, then you're in a lot less danger. But, it's nice to have.
I would like this in things that take a long time. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Um, then there's Scarlet Rope, which is her signature thing. She gives herself a buff. She gives the person next to her a buff.
For 5 turns for the first time. By the time it comes off cooldown normally, it will have the 10-turn one.
Yeah, there's no way to reduce this cooldown, right? Because she has Scarlet Rope to reduce this cooldown, and then she reduces her skill
You summon
2
Keelan.
cooldown. Yeah, okay. So her first two skills have ways to lower their cooldown. The third one is quote unquote fair.
It also becomes permanent pretty much later on,
Yeah. And so
unless
turn
she gets stunned.
yeah, that's fair. So turn one, she gets she and the person after her, they get CA supplement.
It's 300k.
It's a very good number. Um, it is an extra nuke after you get your charge attack.
Its base cap is 635. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Defense up on two characters.
100%.
Damage reduction on top of the defense up.
20% reduction.
That's very strong. So you're taking essentially 40% original damage with these two buffs on. And it can't be removed, so it's not too bad that the dispel cancel doesn't kick in until turn 10. And then you get 10% uplift. Then at turn 10, it becomes permanent, and the first time you hit it for that first turn, you get one turn of assassin, and light damage bonus.
Yeah, so the first time you attack, if you attack out of turn, you don't get a second one, but
Hmm.
that's fine. Unless you're
Okay.
giving this a feather for a reason, who also has those same restrictions.
Yeah, fair enough. And then, remembering Dad, she gets light attack, multi attack, and CA specs up for everyone based on the number of turns passed.
For each turn, it is 2% unique attack, 10% DA, 3% TA, 5% CA damage, 3% cap.
30% multi attack to your to your entire light team. Like once again, we were talking about this with Lumi, where it's like light really wants to beat those allegations of not triple attacking anymore. They're just like, all right, everybody, just triple attack all the time, even without Nehan.
Yep, and so because the way this is worded, if she comes in from the back, for example, as long as you hit those, it's a turn count, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and the by the time you hit the omens that require you to triple attack in fights like Hexa and fights like Lucy, this will be already around 20% for the triple attack. So the part where it ramps up over time isn't necessarily that bad. It's but it'll be a good number by the time you need it. And so overall, very good character.
Yeah, she's really good. I'm
Yeah,
actually really happy with this kit.
I am also very happy with this kit, and I
I'm
like
also
the
happy we have
character.
this kit on not unlimited.
Yeah, also very true. And so yeah, like who are you thinking of putting Scarlet Rope on? Who's the next person in line that you want to have this like set of buffs on them?
Bunny.
Bunny passes it to person behind, huh? Yeah. Or just is Bunny. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's
it
right.
doesn't matter. It's just super good. So having someone who's constantly double striking with this is pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, what a fun character. I do also like that unlike the other foxes, she is in fact an unknown type. So, you know, she's
Yeah,
not a,
things.
she's not officially an Arun. Uh, the classification can get fuzzy sometimes. Especially when it comes to like the six dragons and stuff like that.
Well,
But
this is human.
Wilderness is human. Um, Galleon's unknown, I think, but
Galleon's unknown because she has three different set of ears.
yeah. And then Wemdus is officially a Harvin. Anyway, but yeah, very cool stuff. Great character, great story that she comes from. Um, we were asking about this. We are now at 5 out of 9 potential foxes. We have 5 of the 9 families represented, even though she's, it's complicated with her whether or not that she's.
Go read the event. The event just came back again.
It's like I said, it's a very well regarded event. I like it as well, and everybody's happy with it. Like I don't know how many people actually dislike this event. Um,
They will have to not read the event.
yeah.
And at that point, they don't have say in the opinion.
All right. The other one we have is Veight, a legacy character from Rage of Bahamut. His art is a reference to Rage of Bahamut. Um, and while Sui was meant to go with almost anybody, like she actually doesn't necessarily work that well with Yo. She's fine, but Yo
But
is
Yo
a
doesn't
short.
work that well with a lot
Yeah,
of things.
yeah. Yo is a very short-term character, and Sui wants to go long. This character is very clearly meant to just like go with Vania and the very slight like vampire thing that Wind has started getting. It's kind
Yeah,
of funny.
well,
What up?
at least this one's not a limited character. However, he works with a limited character the best.
Yeah, he works with a limited character the best for sure. He also so this is a funny thing. So here's Covenant of Blood. This is the signature what you're gonna go and want to use him in. So it gives every foe their max charge diamonds. And as long as it works, then it does a nuke based on how many diamonds it gives them. Maximum of 8 hits for giving 7 diamonds, I believe. And it gets longer by up to 7 extra turns. Um,
Yeah, so this is not very friendly with MC as a monodiver because you potentially do not give him a chance to fill diamonds, and if he fails to give diamonds, he will not give you additional effects.
Um, the good thing is that Mana Diver does suck away a dot with its skill 1, which comes after Secret Triad in full auto order.
That is fair.
So
Thankfully, this is a red button that gives
yeah,
buffs.
so
I
this is
really hate our classifications of buttons at this point in the game.
yeah. But it does do a nuke. It gives the shield. Is the shield 5k or is it less?
It's 5k.
Okay. And then the honorary vow is the part that everybody gets.
Yeah, that part won't be there.
Yeah, so it's drain. It is
1k cap. Charge bar gain
gain
is what,
boosted.
10%.
It's earth switch, which
That's really good.
that is really good. And then earth damage lowered.
And it's extended by how many charge bar is filled by the skill 3. So
I thought it was
yeah,
how many are. Oh, is it filled by skill 3 or is it how many are filled on the enemy? I was wondering about
let's see here.
that.
Based on number of charge diamonds filled.
I'm gonna go look at the news and see
Yeah,
if
go
there's
check
a
on that.
wording thing in the Japanese.
Because Covenant Blood itself usually
All right.
says that bonus effects don't occur if it fails to fill.
Yeah, it says here that it's based on how many it gave them. So there is a little bit of anti-synergy with Secret Triad in that it'll fill 3, take 1 away, and then that's 2 less for Veight to fill up. So that is true.
Also doesn't work in things that don't have charge diamonds. So also to note.
And one of those, as I recall, is the Golden Knight Pride of the Ascendant, which isn't necessarily like a fight you'll do more than once, but it's there, and it doesn't. I don't remember her having diamonds. She might. I'm trying to think now, because I know that she's just trying. Anyway, whatever. We'll talk about. We'll figure it out later.
He wants to drain diamonds anyway, so if
Yeah.
you don't have diamonds, just like why you're even bringing him.
Yeah. And then the part where he gives everyone drain works with Vania, which is the character that we were referring to. Because she cares about people draining, doesn't she?
Let's see here.
Or was it the old version of her that cares about drain?
Yukata...
It's when it drains it's when she gains a diamond. Okay. She doesn't care about having drain. That's the old version of her.
It's
That's the dark version.
It's the updated old version.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Back to actual Wind Veight then. So the drain itself doesn't necessarily do that much, other than keep you alive.
Hey, if you want to do that Highlander team, I guess one of the elements.
So a funny thing is that this is why they very quietly updated Ultimate Bahamut a few days ago. I believe it's this one. So level 200 Ultimate Bahamut is now immune to effects that fill charge diamonds, specifically between 50% and 30%.
You mean the part where you can instantly die?
Not only instantly die, but kill everybody, and not just your party. This is the only fight left in the game that I believe does that. Other ones will just kill you, I believe. And so, yeah, this was an anti-Veight griefing measure that you can't do this anymore, which is funny.
I mean, to be fair, you already tried filling it up with Monodiver.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if he fails to once again do it, then he does not gain the bonus effects on skill 3.
All right, so this is the part where he's very similar to Vania, where when a wind ally drains a charge diamond, that he gets a noble drop up to 5. When he gets those, he gets the first one gives him attack up,
30% perpetuity.
The second one makes him multi-attack.
Yeah, there's no numbers on the triple attack. It's just multi-attacks.
Usually it's 100% DA and then like 30-ish% TA, 30 to 50, but we don't know.
No, usually it's infinite DA.
Yeah, that's true. Boost to CA specs.
50% CA damage, 30% cap. That's standard.
Boost to special cap, which is a newer
Good
one.
question. No, that one.
Yeah, and then uplift to himself. So he wants to CA a lot. And
It's okay.
so,
He gives wind allies 20 meter when he CAs,
yeah,
and he has an
he
instant CA bar for you for himself and the next ally.
yeah, and so the way that he plays is that he's basically encouraging you to ride the edge. So you're constantly playing against an enemy that has close to full dots, and then he sucks one away, gets a bunch of bonuses for it, activates Wind Vanya's um, passive that cares about the draining a CT diamond, um, and you do it again. Like you just keep sucking away that one diamond as often as you can until basically it's dead, or you actually have to deal with what you've done.
Yeah, well, at least Vania like drains on her own too. Like usually she gets to what's
Hmm.
it called? She gets to those her three stacks very fast.
Yeah, he
And
needs to get to
they
5, but
both care about it being a wind ally,
hmm
so it doesn't have to just be themselves.
yeah. So they do feed off of each other. And then the last thing is he has um, a set of pretty good debuffs. He has gravity over here. He has debuff resistance lowered, which is important for gravity because gravity is one of the ones that hurts the most when it misses, and you're in need of it hitting. Um, and then earth attack and wind defense down. So
Yeah, pretty good.
pretty good set. Um,
Oh yeah, also dedicated royal's pretty good.
Once per turn, when he does his own drain, then he does a nuke, and then does a attack and defense stackable down.
Yeah, it's just super solid.
Yeah, this is just a super solid kit. Um, yeah.
His upkeep on the draining attack is not very good
Hmm.
because that's a 14 turn cooldown on this
Yeah,
5 to 12 turn buff.
yeah. So yeah, that part isn't that great. And
It's okay.
also,
His sister can give it to him on a 12 to 5, but gets cheated out.
and then this one, Scarlet Bead, it has a pretty long cooldown. It goes down to what, 9 on? Is it down to 9 or is it down
It
to
goes
8
at
when he
9.
levels? Yeah. That's pretty long. However, it's also very powerful, so
Also, you don't technically really need it that much.
also true.
Like if you need to hit it, you're gonna hit it. But
Yeah. But those are the two new characters. They were both related to Falsetto and the Autumn Gray. As of tonight, actually, we're going to be getting Home Sweet Moon in side stories. That is another fan favorite. I really like Yatima, and so Henry and I are sort of like slamming the desk and like just praying that all of the Yatima teasing from the last year leads into something real soon. But we'll know. We'll find out. Who knows? It's a good event. I'm excited to go back into it for a little bit, and then we're starting the next chapter post Moon pretty soon, theoretically. That's what Grand Zeta hints at, and by hints at I mean just says outright.
good old society events.
Yeah,
We'll never escape them, even if we finish one storyline.
fair enough. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a quiet time, like I said. It's a rerun time,
I
so
like this comment. I'm still not buying Murcielago. They
yeah.
keep putting it in win, and it's like, no. Yeah, you made these two three broken other weapons in these other elements.
Where is it under? It's under Moon Shop. Gold Moon,
It's like these weapons are not balanced.
Murcielago. It's still hoping to feed the the vampire over here. And it's like, no, it's still not worth it, especially when Ramphia is just easier to do.
Yeah, you turn yourself into
Grimnir.
Grimnir. It's kind of sick.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, that's it. Next week you're gonna be in Japan having fun. I will not have much to talk about really. Like we don't have any, so I'll probably just be streaming like the Beatrix stuff because she comes out next week around this time.
No fun.
Yeah. So GBVS stuff will just be fun. Like Bea faces are always a good thing, even without the benefit of 3D. So her coming to Rising and having like lots of Bea faces to go through, that is gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy it. But yeah, oh, enjoy your time out there in Japan, DJ. It's gonna be
Okay,
a.
great. And then you remember just pack my snack box.
You, oh, are you playing Sherwin a bunch of things, or are you just heading to
Yeah, because we're hitting out. We better just like play fighting games at least some point.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. So cool. That is going to be it for this week.